So the area rule. So remember the sine and cosine rule, any triangle. Okay? Labelling is the same for all of them. Angles, big letters, and the lengths are opposites them with big letters. Okay? To find the area of any triangle, the area is equal to a half AB sine C. Okay? You get given that, you don't have to learn it, don't panic. But it is important that, again, we look at the information that we need, rather than stress about labelling things A, B's, and C's. Let's just have a look where our side lengths A and B are in relation to angle C. Because our question involves angle C, yeah? Side lengths A and B. So where are A and B in relation to C? Yeah, they kind of surround it, yes? So as long as you have an angle and two side lengths surrounding that, you can use your area rule, okay? So the situation could be that they may have given you this side length and, no, I'm going to call it A. This side length and this side length and this angle. You cannot use the area rule just because you've got two sides and an angle. Okay? So you need to know this angle in order to use the area. That's the important thing. Does everyone understand that? No?
Oh, wait. You would just use the two sides surrounding it.
So if in a question, yeah, we've been asked to find the area of something, and we knew this side length, and this angle, we can't use this formula yet. Okay? In order to use that formula, you have to know this angle. Yeah?
The one right there?
The one with the tick on it.
I thought you needed to just know the length of the angle.
Alternatively, you either need to know this angle or this length.
Okay.
Okay? You need to have two sides and the angle in between them. So, here we go. To use this rule, you need to know an angle and two sides and an included angle. That means it's within inside it. Now, obviously, if there is a right angle in there, you can use, and you know the perpendicular height, you can use the good old base times perpendicular height divided by 2. So don't stress that you have to use that formula. Sometimes you can just go back to basics and use base times height divided by 2. Okay? But it has to be the perpendicular height. So this bad boy here, we know a length, and the angle in between them. So we're good to go. We literally just chunk it into our cap. So area is a half multiplied by 13.8 multiplied by 11.2 multiplied by sine 132. And you just put that in your calc and you get an answer. Okay, so putting our units in there, 57.4 to 368 centimeters squared. This area. And the other units were, the other measurements were in centimeters.
Do you want to do the units again?
Yep. Again, angle, two side lengths either side of that, so we're good to go. Just literally chuck it in. Half multiplied by 46.3 multiplied by 38.5 multiplied by sine 48. Okay, so we've got 662. And so in some questions you may be given the area of the triangle and asked to find the missing side or angle. Okay? So the diagram shows the triangle PQR in which PQ is 8, QR is 10, and the triangle has an area of 20 centimeters squared. Angle PQR is acute. Calculate the side of angle PQR. So PQR, hopefully you're all comfortable with the fact that we're talking about this angle here. Okay, the letter in the middle. So PQR would be that over there. And the reason we're finding that is because they told us about the area. So we know that if we were to use the area formula, that would be a half multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 multiplied by sine of the angle, so sine theta. Yep. So a half multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 multiplied by sine theta would tell us the area of the triangle. But they've told us what the area is. They've told us the area is 20. And so we can form an equation. So wherever you're given information that you're not quite used to, normally you're given the bits to substitute in. If you're missing one of those bits, they will have told you the value of that expression. So we know it's equal to 20. So we just need to rearrange. So a half multiplied by 8 is 4. You all happy with that? Multiplied by 10 is 40. So we've got 40, I'm going in baby steps. 40 sine theta equals 20. And then to find sine theta, we would have 20 divided by 40. Which hopefully you're happy is a half.
Can we just use sine minus 1 and then just one of
You can totally do that. You don't have to simplify it. Totally right, Emma. So you can either keep it as 20 over 40 or you can go down to 1/2. But either way, we're going to inverse sine it because you need to find your angle.
$30.
30? Okay. Now, we just have to double check. They told us that the angle is acute. Does that fall under the category of acute?
Yes.
Sort of acute in the middle. So it has to be less than 90, yeah? So that either exact or 3 significant figures. This one happens to be exact. Okay? Go. It's a one. Okay, so that's the angle. Calculate length PR. So going back to our little triangle, we know this is 30, we know this is 8, we know this is 10.
Is this the same triangle?
Yeah, it's a triangle. So I've just substituted my angle that we just found. So we're trying to find PR. So this is our length that we're missing. So which rule are we going to use here? Not Pythagoras because it's not a right angle, correct? We've got 1, 2, 3 sides and 1 angle. So which rule do we use when it's 3 sides, 1 angle?
Cosine.
The cosine rule, yes?
Wait,
So-
what is the area of the triangle the 180? Is that only right angle triangle?
Yeah.
180?
Basically, talking about the 2. Is that what you want?
Yeah, they're all the degrees inside the triangle out of
Not
the area, not the area. Yeah, I know, but it says the area. Oh.
So that's what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
questioning.
Okay.
Okay? So back to this one. We're trying to find this missing length. We do know the angle opposite it, so we're good to go. So we say that x squared is equal to 8 squared plus 10 squared. Subtract 2 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 multiplied by cos of 30. Okay? So we've just chucked that into the cosine rule. Remember, you're given the cosine rules, you don't need to learn it.
So how do you know?
You just have to remember that if you're trying to find this length x, we need to know the angle opposite it, which we do. What was your question?
How do we know it in the half?
Because it was 3 side lengths and an angle. And when it's 3 and 1, it's the cosine rule. When it's 2 and 2, it's the sine rule. Pardon?
That's x squared. 5.0.
No, square root it.
5.0.
5.04. How much, Lee? Last, what did you say? 25 something? I mean,
I think the answer.
yeah, no, but what did you, but tell me what you said. So 25.4 looked daft for this one. Okay? Is what I just need you to all get used to looking and thinking, if this is an acute angle, this is 8, this is 10, that one's not going to be 25. Okay?
So what is going to be left?
Well, it would be a smaller amount. So if you realistically thinking, if this is at a 30-degree angle and this is at the 8 centimetres and that's 10 centimetre, there's no way that this is going to be 25 centimetres because that's like double this length. Yes? But the thing is that lots of people write that because they forget to square root it. And so that's what I really want to try and encourage you all to do is think, is it sensible? Because I'm never annoyed if people get things wrong. It's frustrating when they're not sensible answers. So, yeah, because you can catch some of these errors.
Is that meant to be centimeters or?
Totally meant to be centimeters. Little trick on your toes. Okay, next one. ACB is 150, BC is 60, area is 50. So they've given us a diagram, which is nice of them.
Why was that seen?
It's in centimeters, isn't it?
Isn't it centimeters squared though?
No, because they were asking us to find the length of it. Okay. This is a different question, Nana.
Yeah, I know. I just was doing.
Sounds interesting. I don't know how you found out to say that. Alright, this one here is in meters. And they've drawn you a little sketch, so if they hadn't done, you would need to be able to do this. Okay, so when they've got an A, B, C, so draw any old triangle, label them A, B, and C. The ACB angle you have to label as 150, sorry. So that they've labeled that. And BC is 60, so we've got our diagram. They told us the area is 450 meters squared. So we need to calculate the perimeter of the triangle. Okay. Now the fact we need to find the perimeter of the triangle means we need to find the other two sides. So which side are we going to find first? Knowing that the area. AC, good. You're happy with that? Dana, why would I find AC first? No. Alexis, why you were very confident saying AC? Why?
Because then we do the area moving thing.
Yeah.
We need the two things on either side of the angle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Layla, did you understand what she's saying? The area rule is a half AB sine C. Yes?
Yes.
So, they've given us angle C. They've given us one of the lengths. They've told us the area. So in order to use this rule, it means that the other side that's going to be involved in our formula is going to have to be this side here. Because they are the two sides that are surrounding this angle. No, I haven't made it clear though.
But how do you make 60?
Oh, it's same different road, one or the other. It had to be one of them. So if that was A, then still we would be finding this one here. Yes? Not, or what I mean is we're not finding this one yet. Yeah? Samantha? Okay? Yeah? That one? Okay, good. So we're going to set ourselves up an equation. So a half multiplied by, I'm going to keep x, that's what I called it, multiplied by 60, multiplied by sine 150, has to equal 450. So again, I can use the information that I've been given. I've been told about the area of the triangle. I've been told an angle and one side length. So I knew that the other side length side that I can calculate has to be this one here. And I've called it something. I've called it x, and I've stuck it in my formula.
If that was around A, so if A was 150 degrees, and then it was X, and 60 was A sine AB, and then it said sine C, would it actually be C or would it be A?
No, so remember this is one form of the area rule. Okay, you can have 3 different types. This could be a half BC sine A, or it could be a half AC sine B. So remember that the actual letter, that's why it's important that you don't stress about the letters of them, but the relationship to each other. Okay?
Can we draw it or would it always be on C? Or
No, I mean, this drop diagram can stem from this information.
Like,
No, this could be PQR. This okay. So let's simplify what we can. So a half multiplied by 60 would give me 30. So I've got 30x. Oh no, that looks rubbish.
wouldn't you do a half multiplied by 60 times sine?
Yeah, you probably would. I'm going to keep x multiplied by 30 sine 150. Can I do that? Are you all happy with that?
The whole thing.
So I've just simplified this bit first.
Can it just be 15?
Now, 1/2 only affects one of these things. It doesn't affect everything.
So you don't do 1/2 times 60 times sine 150?
Yeah, you can, but I've done 1/2 times 60 to give me 30. And then I'm going to say that this is 450 divided by 30 sine 150. I'm just trying to avoid writing numbers, like writing decimal numbers at the moment.
So there weren't any decimal numbers.
30 sine 150 was a whole number?
Wait, can you tell me what I did? Wait, so you
I'm just going to pause 1 second. Right, okay, so however you do it, you end up with 450 over 15, don't you?
Yeah.
Which is
30.
30. Press the ends. Okay. Gosh.
So that
Going
is.
on. So that's that length there. So I know that this is 60, this is 30, and this is 150. So now we need to find this length because we need to find the perimeter. We know to find the perimeter we need all three sides.
Oh.
So
Would they always make all numbers?
no. Yeah, just like that's why I was bemused that it was a whole number. And that's why I was that yeah.
Is that for you? Like, was that like a pun?
No.
It's for
Bemused is a word.
Wait, is it seriously? I didn't know that. I thought amused.
No. I don't think it's funny. I think it's confusing. Like puzzling.
Can you spell it?
Bemused. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's like
bemused,
not bemused. Bemused.
I think you're saying not
Oh, I can't put X. So this is now Y, but what you found X. So which rule are we going to use now?
Area rule.
Cosine rule, yes? We can't use the area rule because we're trying to find a length. Yes? And we used the area rule already to find this was 30. Yeah? Really?
Okay.
We're in one
So
out.
it's y squared.
So Y squared equals, oh, go for it.
30 squared plus 60 squared. Oh gosh, I don't think I got this.
Minus
2, 8 times 8 times, wait,
No.
2 times 30 times 60. Cosine 150.
just the ends. Where did 8 from?
I was taking the
Question on
equation.
the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, darling. Now we know all three lengths. So we know this is 87.3. So to find the perimeter, we add those bad boys up. So the perimeter is 30 plus 60 plus 87.3. So that's 90 plus 87.3. So that's 177.3 meters.
Yeah.
Or 177 to 3 significant figures. We have to always check our question to ensure we have rounded as requested.